Rebels. Okay, so I am getting the strangest inkling. Okay, so I'm hearing the song by Lloyd called You, but then that immediately, once I realized what the name of the song is, which I believe that that's the name of the song, I got the show on Netflix, You. So I get your energy over here behind the scenes. Of course, you know there's a lot of exposure and everything, so I can't show it on screen. But I want to jump into this energy, see what the etch a sketch is going on, because I feel like whatever this is happening. Whatever this is, whomever this is, it's like it's some real dumb down diddy shit. Okay, so we had see okay change false narratives. Oh, and then you pulled out too. The path is a surprise. The pathway is a surprise. All right, let's do this like this. All right. We have another one that wants to come. All right. Entity attachment right over change. Then we're going to pull one for false narrative. Soulmates. Okay, interesting. Energy unbothered. Rich girl. And at the bottom, we have child. All right, so maybe this is about your situation with your child. Maybe you are a child of someone, which everyone has at some point been or still is. Maybe this is about, once again, stupid shit, a very immature situation. Spirit say we're gonna go with that. All right. Um, okay, so Spirit said, what about you? What about me? What about us? What we gonna do? So, and also at the same time that that song started playing, that chorus started playing, I heard, fuck them. So, it's not to say that you're not gonna handle the situation appropriately as it should be. It's just the feel of you not putting so much stress in it, you not allowing yourself to be so overwhelmed that you understand that what it's gonna be is gonna be. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Straight to the point and period. You have definitely worked on how you deal with the entities that has been attached to you, and through doing that, you have learned how to notice and also see and also deal and coexist with for limited time addition with other people's entities attachments that may be familiar to yours, or maybe something new. Okay, I heard new but not improved. So your energy behind the scene, and we're gonna do another round of Kipper-ish, I'm being told, so we'll get back to that. You are definitely committed to this leap of faith of balancing the scales. I heard somebody say that it's not faith, but it most definitely is, because you are so committed to not letting this, whatever this is, be your downfall, because you know that whatever's going to happen is going to build, and it's going to put you in such a structure and foundation of yourself that you have yet to get to. But you are so confident about this because you've seen where you've come from, and you know what change does. Change is not bad, and that regardless of what happens, whether you win or lose, it was intentional and it was necessary for you to make space for something else. The things that are being exposed about you, and it's causing people to have to learn how to read in between the lines of your vibration, of your frequency. Like, you are bringing forth answers that no one actually felt that they needed, or that was necessary, or that they should even concern themselves about, which is a wonderful thing about you. And this is why people get, you get people's demons to dancing, and like they're on hot cold, but maybe it's not hot cold, it's cold ice. And ice baby, there's something about you that make these hot-headed demons. What's that Next Karate Kid? Is it Next Karate Kid? No, Last Dragon. Hot head needs cool water. Right at the end when Leroy was dumping somebody head up in a no, was that at the end? I don't know. Oh yes, no. When the piranhas, I believe it was. The piranha, it might have been at the end even. There was one time that he put the man head up in the piranha tank. That was interesting. And then at the end, he did it again to somebody. Said hot head needs cool water. So there's a lot of hot-headedness that has been coming your way, Mercury retrograde and all the transits that's happening, and the fact that we're in a fire horse season. Everybody wants power and everybody wants to be that number one. And even if you specifically don't, confirmation, don't concern yourself about being number one, but you more so concern yourself just about being you and making sure that your stuff is in order, and making sure that there's no unnecessary stuff, as well as no liabilities. Two different things. Both are important within your vicinity, and as they've been coming, you have been very well taking care of them. It's like the game of chess is already over, because you are now being faced with these decisions, knowing who it is that you are, knowing what it is that you're about. No, you are just so in the knowing. So since you have stepped into this place of this unknown, of this new cycle that you've been in, a lot of old cycles are pressing rewind, trying to pull you back, but they're playing the same episodes. The thing about it is that there's a different version of you. So it's like the soap operas when they have a substitute actor come in for another actor, and they say, well, today such and such will be playing the position of whoever star. And it's still you. It looks like you. But to the viewer, it looks like someone else, but they know that it's your character. But they can't seem to, it's going to take them some time. And for some, I heard somebody say they ain't got time. Say, I looked at my wrist, I got time today. So money bag, you may be very significant to someone. Maybe somebody need that type of hype up. I don't give a fuck, don't give a goddamn type of energy. Money bag, okay? Me versus me, okay? Say, I ain't never ran from if I did, cut my legs off. So you're not running from all this. You say you're not with the snitch talk, you're not with the whole talk, always talking about who fault it is. Say you just gonna take care of what you need to take care of, dip out, live within your blessings and your wisdom, and live the life of peace, as boring as other people feel that it is, because there's something about their energy that wants to pull you in to indulge in all the excitement of all the chaos and all the drama and all the he did this and she said that and everything else. But nobody's out like coming to you about them. They're coming to you about other people, and they're not coming to you about you. It's about you, but it's about what you ain't doing. It's about how they want you to be. So this child immature. So you are definitely in areas unbeknownst to you, invoking all of this stuff to come to surface, stuff to be looked at and investigated. And for you, you're just taking a glance at what's happening. But for them, okay, we got a lot. Okay, divination, karmic fam, abundance, and what's this rich guy? So there is divination being done, and it's a rich guy's energy. We want to put these over here. There's divination being done. We're gonna put this rich guy right here, right? Because we really want to remind ourselves. How do we want to put this? We want to remind ourselves that this is the baggage that they are coming with. Casting spells, seeking your time, your energy, anything, any form of your abundance and currency. This is what they're after. And notice how he's pointing like, oh, look at what I got. I'm just like you. It's not, yeah, it's the one, two. It's not, they're not the same, because their cloak, their mask, it's not even that it's slipping off. They reek of this. All right. So it's not a match made in heaven. It's not a match made in heaven. I'm sorry to tell you. Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. So I see that there is an energy that is here supporting you. But the strange thing about it is that they are so confused about what the heck is happening. There's like at least one person who is aware of what is going on in your life and what it is that you're going through. And they're watching you go through this like unbothered and just effortlessly. You're being rather present and very aware and holding yourself accountable in your movements, but all the stuff that is occurring for you is foreign to them. So you have definitely caught someone interest who has, the ancestor says, who has, you know, continued to work on themselves in regards to their north and their south. No, you have to remember, no one's perfect. And it's casting this rich guy energy off into the shadow. So whatever this community or whomever this person is, they don't know that you have someone on your team who you have not needed to activate. You may not even know this masculine energy's potential, but they're right there on the sidelines, like just in case. And not necessarily when you want them, they're not going to jump in when you want them to do, when you want them to be there. Spirit said they're right there, and Spirit will let them know if ever it's needed for them to jump in, and it's gonna knock you up out of your socks. It's just gonna knock you out of your socks because I can feel this energy of you have not known the energy of loyalty given back to you. You've always given that loyalty to others, but you have not been able to experience that being, given to you, being received by you. And even though you have all this chaos going on, this support that you have here, it's like the fact that whomever this is over here, the rich guy energy, the karmic fam, whomever they are, they really feel like you're by yourself. They really feel like you have no one. So I'm surprised flying monkeys didn't come out. But you know what? This seems to be a very, very beautiful, good read. And it says call for divination. So for you, you know that there's no need for you to really do spells or do the whole tit for tat or run someone's name through the mud. You just need to do your part where you need to be involved in, and all else is not a matter. But continue to protect yourself, safeguard everything, and be brave and be courageous, and just make sure for the sake of yourself that things about you, being your inner self and being your outward stability, that those things are covered to the point that no one can attack those situations. So I want to pull from here because this deck has been telling me, what is it that you would like for us to know from here? It says follow the white rabbit. So wow. So you have surprise pathway, divine masculine, and follow the white rabbit. So surprising, so excited. Oh my goodness, my cheeks gonna hurt in a matter of seconds. And it's that falling. So you changing how you deal with things like that panic, that anxiety, that oh my God, what is happening? The whole world is burning and falling. You changing that about yourself. Is shedding weight from your mental so that you are able to bring in new understanding, though you still understand those old concepts for when they were needed for. You're gaining space for new understanding for what's necessary, what's needed, and potentially what's going to be temporary, but it's going to help you to continue on to mastermind what's needed for you to hold on to yourself going forward. You are, oh my goodness, so beautiful. Then you have such a curious dream. Grounding, returning to reality, homecoming. So, to the false narratives and the soulmate, though these antics are happening, you have to understand they are fallen soulmates in a form, a way of saying, I don't know if that's the correct term. They are your soulmates. Um, they were supposed to. They were supposed to head in a direction where you at least were able to access each other. But due to having free will of choice, people make their minds up and make their decisions, their own decisions all the time. So they were your soulmates, and now it's just, it is what it is. And it's okay. And you enjoy and you embrace in those times and memories of the things that you all share with each other, right? Right. Okay. So then you have investigate, right? So, looking closely, asking questions, think before you act. So definitely think before you act. Always investigate the situation, because even though they may seem predictable to you and they may be playing a guessing game with you, or this situation seems to, be a couple of steps behind you, don't get arrogant. Don't get cocky. Laugh it off to, shake off some of that tension and weight and proceed forward. Sometimes you have to villainize yourself just a little bit to encourage yourself to go forward. This is not saying that you're going to do anything bad to someone else. This is just saying to have the audacity for you to continue to improve. Sometimes you have to realize that you are the villain in other people's story. So therefore, you are already villainized. Right? Don't cry the whole way there. So it says, keep your temper. Weren't we just saying that? Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. And due to the unbothered, if you're not quite there, honey, the next cycle's just coming around, because you're going to go through this cycle again if you're not quite at the unbothered place. But each time you go through a certain cycle, you're going to get, at first, you're going to get very close to anger. You're going to have such a relationship with anger. You may already be in a place of anger if you're not here yet. But once you get to that peak of anger, you realize how much time was wasted being angry, how much you were not able to focus because you were being angry. So this whole unbothered energy is frankly about not giving a fuck, but it's frankly not about not giving a fuck. You do care. It does matter because it's a part of your life, whether you want it or not. The thing about it is that you realize your relationship with anger. Anger is related to your triggers. Anger is related to your discomfort. In order to temper your anger and your discomfort, you got to make peace with anything and everything that you feel you can get angry about. And then it said, paint the roses red. Correct. Well, it's covering up errors. So, do not be avoidant. Do not be avoidant. And to find that balance, why do we want this? Okay, to find that balance and learn to not be avoidant, but still tackle the situation. I even heard tackle the idea, so that's for somebody. All right, life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. Don't want him. Life is brief, beautiful, and yours to live, rebels. And this is why at the end of our messages, I'm quick to rush out by saying, just go rebels. Go rebels. Because life is so short. And though you sit here and you listen to me, or you listen to another reader, or you take in other contents, other program, there is so much more to be experienced. So to sit, to dwell, to be stuck in any of this, when there's so much more behind you than what's happening right now in this present moment around you. There's so much that you've been through that is behind you. So if ever you need a reminder, look at all the shit that you've been through. Remember how long it took for you to get out of those things. Remember what it was that you were not wise enough to know and realize about yourself to help yourself, support yourself to be able to get out of those things, or readjust those things, or give it the time for other people to work out their stuff, because you had to take your hands off the deck because you have no control over them. You can only control you, right? Oh, exactly. We are not editing anything. We don't edit anything here. Because just as that happened, plain and simple, shit happens all the damn time. And my throat was trying to go out. So, and that flipped out with urgency. Ooh, mysteries and secrets. Right over surprise. What's happening? All right, shallow, empty, bored. So whenever you feel that entity coming back, realize that's just the boredom. That's just the boredom of anger. That's the boredom of frustration, and not of yours, but of others. Confirmation. So even down here over the confusion and illusion, the confusion of this divine masculine, this support that you have. Oh my goodness, they keep on coming. Even with the confusion of how is this possible? What type of sense does that make? What do they do that at? I've never heard of anything like that. They're realizing how shallow of a life you were stuck in, and they are appreciating you so much more, and they really feel and see you as worthy, because it's like, if you're living that type of stuff, I know the happiness that was drained from you. So, ooh, commit to it. Commit to it. Commit to it. Commit to continuing to moving forward. Remember that silence. Ooh, remember that silence is so important. Not to let everyone know what you're going to do next. I mean, to let them know what's necessary, if there's even anything necessary for them to know. Okay, great. You're not omitting anything. But when it comes down to things that have absolutely nothing to do with them, you do not need to tell somebody, hey, you don't even know what I'm going through, and I got this and I got that and I got all this other stuff going on. There is no need to share that at all. Deal with this situation accordingly, straight and direct. No ands, ifs, buts about it. Fantasy. Yep. All right. All right. So let's take a look at this. And at the bottom, what do we say? Escape. Once again, to reiterate, do not find yourself being fearful nor avoidant. This is just a confirmation and a reminder. General message, entertainment, and educational purposes only. Do not find yourself being avoidant. Remember that though all of this seems to be a surprise to you, I'm going to say, is it really though? Is it really though? Is it really a surprise to you that now that things seem to be coasting for you, that things seem to be, moving for you, that you have finally got yourself in some step of a routine? You could even be on step 1 and just got step 1 going consistent. Now that you are in a routine, all of a sudden, all the fuck shit, the funk hits the fan. It's gonna smell like grits and ham. They saying, come on, get funky, get down here with the swine and get up in this mud with us, get dirty. You've been there, you done that, you got it out the mud. And you're gonna continue to get it out the mud. You jump in, you grab what you need, and you rinse that shit off, and you keep on fucking going. And that's all you need to mind your fucking business with handling. Right? I got somebody granny sitting over there pulling at the side of my mouth like, nah, dig into their ass deeper. You hear their voice. You know, whoever this is that's pulling at my face saying, go in on it, you know exactly what it is that they will say to you on there. You know what? I love you, baby, but you know what? I'm not going to be pleasant with you today, because you've been a hard manage, and you know why you've been a hard manage, because you were made for this. So get out there and take care of your business, and don't punk out, okay? Because you can't punk out. This is your life. This is what you have to live. So handle it how you want to live. Okay? You want to move, bitch, get out the way, some shit. Sing your right. But make sure that you can actually enjoy. Make sure that you are in a position to enjoy what you put all this work into for. Make sure that. So that means please stay out of prison. Don't get nobody hurt. Wear yourself and all that stuff. Make sure that what you're doing this for, you're going to be able to be present to enjoy it too. Right, what did we have? We had 2, 3, and 4. And at the bottom, we have solitude. I'm going to slap that over there because they need some solitude, okay? You got solitude, solo path, all right. Then you got leap of faith, leap of faith. You got overthinking, so you overthinking about this support that you have. You know who this support is. And they're one of those people, hey, I'm going to ask you this question, but I'm only, just give me an answer if I'm able to know. And if I'm not able to know, I know that you're respectful enough to, tell me that, it's not something that that you could share. And I'm going to respect that. And when you're ready to, if ever you're ready to, you can come and holler at me. But as far as you're overthinking the situation. I heard just do it. I heard just do it and just beat it. Yeah, go listen to Michael Jackson, Just Beat It. That's a whole fucking message. Oh, that's a whole fucking message. That's a fight song. Okay. What is this? Definitely not. See, right over here, over entity. We not doing that. We not going back. You're not finna pull me back in that stuff. You retired, all that shit. You said y'all could have it. Matter of fact, here, just take it. Matter of fact, I'll move out the house and leave everything behind type stuff. Not saying literally, but figuratively. And then performer. Yeah, so there was a lot of performance that was coming from them, but I would like to read this in regards to the bottom row and this support that it is that you have. So in regards to the bottom row, it says wearing a mask and taking on roles to fit in makes it impossible to manifest your true desires. Create a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. So this support that you have here, it's about what the fuck it is about. They say, they move, they return that energy of they are about what the hell it is they said they're about. There's no diggity, no reason to doubt any fucking thing about them. Trust your discernment because the things that they have, because remember they're still working on their South Node just as everyone is working with their South Node. Even once you move to your North Node, you're still working with your South Node, right? It's that balance of light and dark. Even though they are still working on themselves and everything, trust your discernment because there's going to be those key times that you are going to be able to clock, and not clock in a disrespectful way, but that you're going to be able to realize that they are not in a place, but they are still willing to help you. And then you can give them back that energy of understanding that they give towards you. So we want to check the energies. Is there any energies or emotions that's around? Of course there's energies and emotions around you. Let's just see what they are. Hesitance, libations, nightmare, sweet dreams, and at the top, game. All right, and then blind. So how this is going to turn out is definitely going to be a surprise, and it's left to the unknown. To know how things are going to end, all you can do is live in a moment. And sometimes you live in a moment of the end and you don't even realize that it is the end. So continue to live and continue to breathe. Continue to just be you and let it be what it's going to be. Bars, I don't even know if that's bars, but you know what? I feel that Mars energy coming in. I hear woo coming on. So, Rebels, I love you much. And as always, so proud of you wherever you are within this story and however it is that you relate to it. Look at answer the call. So, Rebels,